Hi, I'm Autumn and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Knights of Tin and Lead series, Book 2, The Beautiful Ones.
New hope brings new challenges and new blood from the east. With Archer and Rosamund Scott presiding over the land they love and Raymond Lacey serving as marshal, Glory Mesa is poised to enter a new golden age. But the hard-won peace is marred by rumblings of trouble on the horizon and the shadow of the ancient curse. From Jesse Thatcher's run-in with a grizzled mountain man to Kate Carnegie's quest to bring justice to a pair of hapless brothers, the Western Territory becomes a stage for desperate deeds and unlikely heroes. Yet unknown to all but a few, this season of range wars, breakneck rides, lone gunslingers, and gentle romances is building to a deadly day that will alter the territory and its people forever.
So, The Beautiful Ones takes place about a year after Book 1, These War-Torn Hands. It follows some of the same characters as well as introducing some new characters. It follows the trend and trope of Arthurian legend in two major ways. One of the ways is that the character of Archer, the Arthur-type figure, takes a more background role in this book. While he's still there and he's still a very important character, he doesn't play as active a role in driving the story forward. The other way that it follows Arthurian trends is that while Book 1 was one overarching story that built to a single climax, this story was more focused on the individual knight characters and so followed a more episodic plotline. And so in following the characters, it had several more self-contained stories that each brought their own individual threads that tied together into the climax at the end. Each of the stories are retellings of different Arthurian stories, one of the most famous ones being the story of Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, which this retelling is a great example of what the series as a whole has done really well, in that it is a very clear and obvious retelling of Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, and it's a very well done retelling. But in retelling it, it is retelling it with quintessential Western tropes and props, and is a really good Western story. So some of the characters from the first book become more background characters, like Archer and Rosamund and the Allen brothers. Some characters maintain, not only being point of view characters, but maintain a fairly large role in the story, such as Jesse Thatcher and Jack Selby. Some characters we saw play a small role who now take on bigger roles, such as Kate Carnegie. And there's also the addition of new characters and points of view. The book continues the trend of the first book of having a really deep and immersive and interesting setting. We do get to see more of the fantasy elements come up. We get a closer look at some of the fantasy creatures in this world. And with each of the individual stories, we get to see who each character's Arthurian counterpart is revealed for more of the characters. There is an especially big one near the end with a major antagonist of the story. This particular reveal I did see coming from pretty early on in These War-Torn Hands, but the fact that I knew who this character was did not take away from the reveal. It was really interesting to see how the characters figured it out and how it will affect the story going forward. Having it as more individual stories that built to a single climax, the pacing of it seemed slightly faster than book one, as book one was slowly building to a single climax. Because there were sort of individual climaxes throughout the book, it brought a faster pace to the overall story. So while I really liked and enjoyed these War-Torn Hands, I absolutely loved The Beautiful Ones. I'm both really excited and worried for book 3, as I know that the Arthurian legend is a tragedy. So that is my review for The Beautiful Ones by Emily Hayse. Let me know in the comments below if you've read this book and what your thoughts are on it, and I will see you soon in the next video.